everybody, Katerina here. Welcome to my kitchen. Well, today I'm having a lovely dinner for Michaela and her husband and Alexander and Caroline, the honeymooners. I ran Michaela ragged a few days before Alexander and Caroline's wedding because I had so much to do here, but I had to send loose to Muskoka to get the cottage ready because the bridesmaids were getting ready at my cottage, and I was setting up a brunch table. I had the violinists coming, and there was just so much to do and I couldn't be in two places at once. So like I promised, I'm going to be preparing beef braciole for everyone tonight, and let's get started. So I have these beautiful beef fillets for this recipe. I have a total of 12. I'm just going to tenderize them, each of them. I have saran wrap here, saran wrap at the bottom, and I'm just going to beat it down. I turned it around and I'm doing the other side. And that's one. My beef fillets have all been tenderized. Now we're going to start with the stuffing. 1 cup of Italian breadcrumbs. I really love the Italian breadcrumbs for this recipe. 3/4 cups of parmigiano reggiano. 1/3 cup of pecorino romano. 2 crushed garlic cloves. 1/2 cup of fresh parsley from my garden. I love having a herb garden. I just love it. 1/4 cup of basil, also from my garden. I'm going to be very careful with the salt because the pecorino is very salty. So I'm just going to put a little bit now. I will taste it of kosher salt and a pinch of black pepper. I'm just going to give this a really good mix. 8 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, it's going to act as an adhesive just to combine everything together. Okay, now we're ready to assemble. I just washed my hands. Now we're going to start first with the kosher salt on both sides and a little bit of black pepper. Now if you like, you can add a little bit of chili pepper. Okay, salt and pepper, done. Now the prosciutto is going to go down. Okay, now I'm going to start with the stuffing. Oh, I love it. When my husband and I were first married, this is 43 years ago, I used to make this all the time. Now this is optional. If you don't like eggs, you don't have to add it. It won't interfere with the taste. But we like the eggs in our braciole, so I'm just going to put very little. One of my favorite cheeses is provolone, and that's the last thing we're going to put on our braciole. Now we're ready to roll it up. I have 2 toothpicks here, and I'm just going to roll it up nice and tight. Okay, I folded in the cheese, and now with toothpicks, I'm going to pierce it shut. This way, when I fry them, they won't open. Okay, and there, 1 braciole is ready. 11 more to go. Okay, one more time. Salt, pepper, both sides. Now the Parma ham. Okay. Now we're going to put the stuffing. Okay, some eggs. Like I said, it's optional. The eggs are optional. 2 slices of provolone. And now we're ready to roll. I think this is such an easy recipe. Nice and tight. Beautiful. Now we're just going to put the toothpicks in to hold it. 1, 2, 3, and 2. 2 are ready. Okay, 10 more to go. My beef braciole are ready. Now we can start cooking them. Also, I just wanted to mention something. This is a great idea to do the day before. Keep them in the refrigerator and take them out an hour before and then cook them. So we're ready to start frying our braciole. I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. To the olive oil, I'm going to add half a chopped sweet onion and 6 whole garlic cloves whole. I'm putting them in whole because I just want the essence of the garlic, and then I'm going to remove them. Okay, I'm just going to let it saute beautifully, and now I'm just going to add a little bit of kosher salt and a little bit of pepper. I'm going to add 3 little chili peppers. I purchased these in Tuscany. My husband likes it a little bit hot. Everything is sauteing beautifully. I'm just going to leave it alone for 5 minutes. So the garlic has done their job. I'm going to remove the garlic. Now we're going to start by frying the braciole. I'm going to do them in batches. I'm going to do them in batches of 4. I'm going to fry them first on one side, and then I'm going to turn them and fry them on the other. Okay, now I'm going to turn them to fry on the other side. These are fried on both sides. Now I'm just going to put them aside and do the other batch, fry the other batch. This is the second batch. I'm going to fry one side and then fry the other side. The third and final batch. Okay, and the third batch is done. Now we're ready to start with the sauce. First, I'm going to deglaze with 1 cup of red wine, all this good stuff. We want all this good stuff. And we're going to deglaze the pot. Okay, so all the alcohol has evaporated. All the bits are all gone, and those are all the flavor bits. And now I'm going to add 3½ cups of plum tomatoes. Okay, now that the plum tomatoes have reached a nice boil and they're coming apart beautifully, now I'm going to add 2 cups of passata. And I'm going to say this, if you can only smell my kitchen. Okay, now I'm going to add 1 cup of purified water, some fresh basil. I'm just going to cut it with my fingers. It's from my garden. A couple of pinches of oregano. A little bit of salt. Such a beautiful wedding. We had so much fun. It was just lovely having all the bridesmaids at our cottage getting ready. The wedding wasn't until 3 o'clock, so we really had a lot of time to eat and talk and mingle. And Caroline's mother also got ready at our places as well, and we just had, it was just so much fun eating and the violinist playing, and just a beautiful couple. I really look forward to seeing them tonight. Let everything saute and cook together for 5 minutes. Now I'm going to place my little braciole back into the sauce. I'm just going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, I'm just going to cover it and let it simmer for 2 hours, and it'll be ready just in time for Michaela and her husband and the honeymooners, which we are driving to the airport tomorrow, heading for Tuscany. Okay, my sauce, my braciole is ready. It's been simmering for 2 hours. If you could only smell my kitchen, look how wonderful. Now all I'm going to do is serve it. So here are my braciole. How beautiful and gorgeous. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste one for you. This looks absolutely amazing. The sauce, I'm going to be preparing rigatoni with the sauce and my braciole. So I'm going to taste it for you. Oh, all the different flavors together. Just absolutely delicious. I'm back in my mother's kitchen. You really have to try this recipe. It's fantastic. I really do love sharing all our old traditional recipes with you. I hope you will try this one. It will be an absolute hit. And it's Caterina, from my home to yours. Don't forget to hit your like button. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel. Ciao.